video, we're going to have a look at the Store Customizer Pro version. We looked at the free version previously, and that had a ton of features that allowed you to customize the store, the look, the feel, add a couple of messages, enable, disable fields, and a few other things. Now, the Store Customizer allows you to add more functionality, and it's more marketing focused. So here you can start to get creative and introduce some elements that can really help in a marketing perspective, as well as give the customer a better customer experience. So I have activated the Pro version, and in the general settings for the Store Customizer, which you'll find here under WooCommerce, I've activated all the features so we can have a look at them on the website. And activating the features is as simple as going through the listing here down the left-hand side, and you can then activate and make those features available on the front end of the website. So not much that we do here in the back end. It all kind of happens here on the website. And to get to the features, we're going to head into the customize section here. Standard WordPress operation, open up customize, let your theme do its thing. This one, for example, takes you straight to this page. I'm going to go back to the main menu and then click on Store Customizer, and now I have access to all the features. Now, just to highlight some of those marketing features, I'm going to just collapse that on the left-hand side, and you'll see here at the bottom of the page, I have some custom icons, and what's nice is that this menu at the bottom of the page is like a quick link to various parts of the website. You can make it available only to mobile users or tablet users, or you can make it available to everybody. So why not make it available to everybody? The other great thing about this is besides having like the standard kind of this is your cart, this is your account, you can customize and use your own icons here to create a custom experience for your customers. So to give you an example, these elements are added using dash icons. So if we go over to Google and you want to know what icons are available, we'll type in dash icons. We go to this WordPress, the developer.wordpress.org dash icons. When that opens up, these are all the icons that are available to us. If we then want to use one of these, it's very simple. If I wanted to use this camera one, I would then simply select camera alt, and then on the website we have the customize activated. I'll go over to my footer bar, and you'll see that I've activated these various items, and this one just says admin links. I'm going to paste in the camera alt, and now you'll see that we have the camera icon. Here I can add a title, so maybe we'll say photos. Maybe we have a lot of photos, or a gallery, the page it links to, or a custom link. So if it's a page, it's quite easy. There's a drop down we can select, and if it's a custom link, maybe it's a product on the website, we can then use that. Simply let's see, go over to the website. So I'll open that in another tab. Go to your, let's say you wanted to link them through to the decor page. Right click, copy the link address back to your product, paste in the URL, and now that URL is available on that icon. And if we say open in a new tab, then the customer can click in it, go and have a look at it, but where they were in the shop at the time, that remains. So you have that choice. Fantastic. So you have all these options available to you, and that from a marketing perspective. What we're going to do then is also use the we're not going to have a search page in this footer. We'll use the interactive Ajax search bar instead. A far better option, and we'll have a look and see how that also works from a marketing perspective. You can also edit the bar design. So there are a couple of things that you can do. It's not massively creative in terms of the customizing, but just enough to do something interesting. So for example, the font select color, you might want to change that to something brighter. There's a font color, so maybe we're going to make the font blue. So you'll see that will also change the color of your icons, and as you hover now, they go red. So that's just to indicate that it is a link. So now you can have an interesting bar at the bottom, and if you really want to draw people's attention to it, then go for a dark color, and you'll see now that that stands out even more. We'll go for a font color of white. So that stands out nicely. And then the select color we'll make yellow. And if we publish that, I'm going to head over here to this page and I'll refresh, and you'll see that the changes have been applied already. And you'll see by adding a color, it does highlight that bar. And if we look at that in a mobile view, then you'll see that if I'm on my mobile device, fantastic. Just click and I can go to whatever it is you want me to look at. So if I click on the camera, opens in a new tab, and I'm looking at that product. So this is great. I would highly recommend, just for that feature alone, to implement without using this plugin. Takes a little bit of time and a little bit of programming. So you need to know stuff to make it happen. So that already saves time, and what a great marketing tool. The next marketing tool that I'd like to draw your attention to is this interactive search. Why is it better than just a normal search? Well, what makes it great is that if I type in the term beanie, you'll actually see it brings up more than just the fact that it's on sale. It also tells me that it's sold out. So, hey, don't waste your time going to this product. It's not available. So, fantastic. Very nice to know. So that's what makes that Ajax search really great. Another tool to look at then while we're here, in fact, maybe we should just have a look at some of the other features available in the search, because it's not just a search as I've shown you there. So let's go out of this footer bar. Let's go to the Ajax search. And in the search, you'll see what's included in the search. So here we have the short and long descriptions as well as the SKUs. Now I know that in a lot of searches, you're not going to get the SKU available in the search results straight off the bat. And in several sites where I've done that, customers have said, hey, I'm on the website and I can't find your product. I've typed in the SKU. I don't know where to look. So just having that option available is fantastic. You can then, of course, make other choices, but I would recommend to keep it to search everything. You can also add the product to the search, the category to the search results, which you saw. So let's just have a look. So here on the right hand side, you'll see we have the accessory. So that's great. So now I know where to find it on the website. And add product tag titles to search. We don't have any tags, so we're not seeing those, but you can see a lot of the meta information about that product is pulled through, so you can make an informed decision from the search results, and you don't have to go to a search page with a whole lot of stuff. The character count, so it'll start doing something after the third character, so BE will do nothing, and let's face it, most products will have a name that's 3 letters or longer. Then we have the search placeholder text. So, find it here. If you want to change that up, you can put in find it here, and there you have it updated. The search text button, the search button text or an icon. It's kind of nice in this case to have it as as text, but you can do it that way, or you can even have none. Because it's so interactive, maybe you're thinking, well, why do I even need to have that search button? So if you don't have the search button, it kind of negates the need for a search results page. So now you have your customer engaged, they're on your shop, they're busy searching, there's no need for them to go anywhere else. There they can see the results, they can go straight to the product. So fantastic feature. Every site should have an Ajax search when it comes to products. If we scroll down a bit more, maximum number of results to show. You can remove various elements, but why would you? The more information you can give your customer, the more chance they can make an informed decision and buy the product. Order the results by name, date, or random, order ascending or descending. And then you also have this Ajax search design. So if you want to, you can make the font size a little bit bigger. If you want to turn it into more of a feature, you can make that more prominent on the page. The search background color, you can mix that up as well. Generally, you want to keep it clean though, because if it's too colorful, people could lose the focus. We don't have a search button, so we're not going to worry about the color, but you can change the button color, search results background color, sale banner color, search box padding, the maximum width. We have it all the way across. You could make it less. Search box top spacing and bottom spacing. So that's just how it's positioned on the page. If you want to drop the spacing, everything just moves up a little bit more. So yeah, fantastic that we have all this available. Just then, if you do want to highlight the background and draw people's attention to the fact that it is a search bar, then changing the background may not be such a bad idea. And immediately we have the, that grabbing the attention. Just need to choose the right color so people don't see it as a title, that they actually see it as a place where they can input some information. So you want to go with something light. So if it was blue, then you would want to go for a much, let's have a look. So you'd want to get the right color, nothing too bright. So maybe we scale that down. Yeah, you want to go with something that kind of says type here, but doesn't look like anything else. And then, of course, as you type, it's nice and bold. So, yeah, maybe with the blue theme, we'll do something in the blue. So, yeah, that's what makes this search bar more than a search bar, but actually a little bit more like a marketing tool. Right, let's go out of the search and let's have a look at the quick view. The quick view is always nice when it comes to allowing customers to do things without having to go through to the page. Because let's face it, waiting for another page to load sometimes is just taking too long. So the quick view is a nice way to get around that. Now the quick view can be applied in different ways. So the button type, you have this the default button, then you have an over image button. So you'll see there the quick view is only available if you hover. And then we have a plain text option. So I'm not that crazy about not being able to see that you have that feature. So going with the default button might be a better way to go, because now people see that there's a quick view. Otherwise, you have to hover to see it. Not great on mobile. Then we'll enable quick view on blocks and shortcodes. You can insert using a shortcode. So if your theme doesn't automatically include it here, but you can add shortcodes or insert shortcodes, you can use it using a shortcode and apply catalog mode settings to pop up. So let's have a look and see what that looks like. So we had it on the standard view. So on the standard view, you just have the normal quick view. So let's have a look. Right. Let's have a look at that now in Okay, so the catalog mode is when you don't have your shop with the add to cart. So catalog mode is just, there's no pricing, there's no add to cart, and you just want people to use it to see the product, or maybe they have to log in to view the pricing, then you can apply the catalog mode to the pop-up as well. But we're not going to do that. For example, here, I wonder if that would just remove the add to cart. So apply catalog mode settings to pop up. We haven't made any settings, so it's not going to make any changes here. The pop-up animation, zoom in, zoom out. So a couple of options, quick view now. You'll see now that zoomed. So that's the zoom in, zoom out, and that's the opposite from where it comes from the page, as opposed to coming from the big screen size and down. But you can decide what you want there. Stay on shop after item added to cart. That's fine. Maybe that's what we want to do. We don't want to remove the sale banners. You can remove title, ratings, price. So you can mix it up any way that you want. This is also interesting that you can add the product long description. That's not something that's available all the time. So we have the short description by default. Let's have a look and see what this looks like then With a long description, we'll choose a different product. And here you can see that's the short description. And here we have the long description. So now you can give your customers the right information to make their purchase. So if you don't need the long description, you don't need to include it. In this case, though, we will include it. Let's have a look at this quick view, for example. There you have the long description. You add your options here. So that's great. You get to see the full description about the product. So that's good to have. You can add a button link to product page. So now when we have a look, you can click to go through to the product page. So that's a nice handy tool. If you think the customer might still need to go through to your page to have a look, then they can go through to the page. So that's also a nice feature. And then we have some spacing options here. And you can even edit the pop-up design. So the maximum width, the background color, etc. So a whole lot of different elements available. So from a marketing point of view, it's really nice. Customers can then do a quick view. It loads much faster than a page loading. They're in your catalog. They're looking at your products. You have them on the page. They can make the purchase. They don't have to go to a page and then navigate back and forward. Much easier, and once again, a great feature, especially in the mobile view. So to see that in the mobile view, we'll just look at it here in the standard um, mobile view here in WordPress. Not the best way to look at it. And if we click on the quick view, you'll see even on mobile view, you have all the information you need then to make your purchase, and there's a close button. So great. I didn't have to navigate to and from products. And the nice thing now is that I have these quick link buttons at the bottom of the page, and I have this quick view, and I have the Ajax search. So for me now, this is starting to become a very easy to use shopping site because I don't have to work hard to get around the website. So that's fantastic. Um, then if we look at this menu cart, you'll see you have a couple of options here as well. And the nice thing about the menu cart, of course, is that I'm on the page, I'm adding stuff to the basket, I can check out the basket, see what's in it, and then I can view my cart or go to the checkout. So I don't have to go to the cart page first to see what I've added. So this is almost a must-have feature for any shopping site. Um, yeah, there's nothing more that can really be said about that. You have some styling options, so that's fine. The other thing that you can do is you can also set where to show it. So remove mini cart. No, that's not what I wanted to show you. You can also then show only on WooCommerce pages. That way it's not in the navigation if you're not shopping. However, it's a good idea to leave it there so customers get the hint that, hey, you can go shopping. And I'm not sure what kind of shopping site you would have where you didn't want people to go shopping. So I would leave it permanently visible. Let's just go and have a look then. There is another option here in the settings for the catalog mode. So what you can do is you can set that catalog mode for selected products. If it's selected products, you can have this selection here to show the product ID. So you can just add the ID here to your list, and then only those products would be affected by the products that are on sale. But um, the other more important one is that if you were looking to grow your customer base and you wanted them to log in and register to make the purchase, then you could set it up so that uh, it would only apply to logged out users. So let's just have a look at that. So we're going to make it available to all products. So we set that for all products, and then we say apply all to only logged out users. So now only the logged out user will see the catalog mode, and you can have a lot of notices then saying sign up, log in, and make your purchase. You can also then decide whether or not to show the price. So do you want to let them see the price when they're logged out or not? If price is a selling point, then show the price. They can see the product, they can navigate the shop, but they need to sign up to make the purchase. So that's one way to grow a customer base. Maybe it's a niche product. Maybe you don't want everybody buying your product. Maybe it's more wholesale. Well, this was then one way to make that happen. So that's the catalog mode. And of course, yeah, you can remove the shop page price, the product page price. You can hide cart and checkout pages. That might depend on your theme and your menu, so you'd probably remove that so that it's not visible. Um, you can have a notice that says it's a catalog mode. So yeah, this is really up to you if you want to do that. So once you've activated the catalog mode here, you'll see there are no prices, there's no add to cart. You just have this catalog mode on the website, and then you can have this notice at the top. So it could be our store is temporarily closed for maintenance, or maybe you're going to have a sale. So you'll say, come back tomorrow, big sale, surprising prices, or maybe log in to get access. Couple of options, but I don't want to have this active at the moment. So we're going to deactivate the catalog mode. Let's reset everything back to the normal. Right, so we're back to the normal mode. Now we can go and have a look at what you can do. So that's just all that we've looked at now are the pro features that are available to you on the website, and you can see that they have this very nice marketing component to them to help keep your customer engaged and hopefully make more sales. When it comes to the individual products, you have all the free versions, free options available to you. So once again, yeah, you can come in now and start. Let's go to the single product page. So if we're here on the product page, you'll see you have all these options available to you to do something interesting. One of the things that's nice, normally you have these tabs, but if you wanted people to see the information without having to tab, so for example, if we look at this on mobile, um, you can see how the tabbing can be confusing. Tabs are not great for mobile. The accordion is great for mobile, but tabs are not great for mobile. So maybe you want to pull this information out of the page. And as we know, most people are mobile shoppers. So you do have that option then to do that. Let's just have a look down here. So here we have the tab. So you can remove the tabs, remove the additional info, remove the review tab. So now you have no tabs, but you still want to show the information. You simply add that information now with a click of the button, and the customer can still come along. They can still see the additional information. They can still leave a comment. And on mobile now, there's no tab issues. As they scroll down, they get to see the information. In terms of additional information, probably don't really need that. So what we'll do then is remove that, and now you just have the description and the option to leave a review, and then you can start messing with the spacing here, the bottom spacing and the top spacing. So those are just some great ways that you can enhance your customer experience. If we go back to the desktop view, you'll see how there's the long description, the review option. Let's change some of those spacing options here. And yeah, that's starting to look a bit better. And if you wanted to, you can also include a divider. So let's just go with a solid line. And you'll see that there's now a solid line across the page. If you wanted to do something else, you could do a short line, or you could even do a dashed line. So you're able now to arrange the data, and I have seen this on websites where you have some really good information in the tabs and people don't see it because they see the short description and they don't go any further. So the nice thing now on mobile especially is as the client scrolls down the page, they will then get to see the additional information as if it's part of the page, nothing special. So great feature there, and from a marketing point of view, you can really use that to enhance the experience for your customer. The other thing that you can do, which is also something not seen on a regular basis, is this adding a default price suffix and prefix. So if you do have all your prices including tax, you can say including tax, but you can also say only in front of the product. Or you could go now only. So that's a nice, just a slight marketing twist that you can then use to promote your product. I've chosen a product here that's out of stock. So let's choose something that is in stock. So I'm going to go with this cap. So here we have the cap and now only with that information. So fantastic. Now I'm making the price more interesting than it was. Sale, maybe you, instead of just saying sale, you want to make this a limited sale. So you can change that then to a limited sale. So now we have a limited sale. So there are a couple of things that you can do, and because you're doing it on the page, you can see what it looks like. You can also remove some items if you wanted to. If you want to, you can show the amount sold. This is not a very busy website, so I'm sure it's not going to show that anything was sold. You can also add this button to continue shopping. Now, where this is a great feature is, let's say you were running a promotion and you wanted to draw people's attention to it. And here you can put a button on every page to say, yo, you can get the cap, but maybe you want them to look at your group product. So you might say, check out the grouped products, and you want to get that URL. So then we simply head back to our shop. And now what you're doing is you're pulling people into this particular promotion. So you have this logo collection. Let's copy that link address, head back, and we paste that in. And now your customers can click on that and go through to the logo collection page. So that's one way to draw attention to something else. So just something to think about. This is not a variable product, so you can also change the add to cart increment value. So if you want to sell this in batches at 3 or more, so it's on sale, but you've got to buy a minimum of 3, you can do that. That would apply though to all the products. So if you only wanted to apply for one, then this is not going to be the place to do that. And there are a couple of other items. We've looked at the tabs. And right at the bottom here, you can see you have some options to customize the product title. So if you want to, you can up the font size. You can change the color. And you can do that all from here, and you can see what it looks like. You can customize the product price. So maybe what we want to do is change that color to red. And maybe we want to change the size. You can move it up if you want to, move it down. Yeah, so these are all things that you can then do from here. The shopping button, customize the product button colors. So you can create whatever experience you want for your customer here. So this is a nice little marketing add-on. And then also changing the layout makes it more mobile friendly. So there's another 2 good reasons why you might want to consider this product. Let's go and have a look at the cart page. So the cart page is generally a page that you can't customize a lot. However, now you have access to add more features, and you'll already see that I've activated these. So here, immediately I can see the description or the options available with each product. I can see the stock level, and if I go further down, I can confirm that I've bought the blue one and it's the large size. So fantastic. I don't have to worry that I've ordered the wrong product. Here it is confirmed for me. And then I even have this you save notice here. So it's telling me that on this purchase, I have saved a total of $6, and then I can proceed to the checkout. So yeah, a much nicer experience than not seeing what you've purchased in more detail. So it's almost like you wish that would be on all websites. Yeah, so highly recommend just for that. You can remove the product link if you don't want people to go back to a product. I would leave it. If I see that I've made a mistake and I want to go back, I just want to click on there to go back. Auto update the cart amount, disable user adjusting the quantity. If I don't want people to come in and adjust that by doing that, it'll show the quantity, but you can't adjust. Remove the coupons form. If you don't have coupons available, then just remove it completely. And then nobody's trying to work out, where can I enter a coupon? Do you offer coupons? If you are using coupons, simply just reactivate. Here's where we have the text with the discount. You save, so you can change that message and the color. So that's great. Yeah, we have the option to move the cross cells. Now, I don't have any cross cells to show, but you can now move the cross cells to below the cart totals. That is just an option. What the cross cells title, I don't have any cross cells, so that's not going to show. And then you can add more customization. So add custom text to the empty cart page. If there's nothing in the cart, why not add your own message? Edit the return to shop button. So that would be the button if there's nothing in the cart, and the return to shop button design. So you can have your own message here. If there's nothing in the cart, it could be maybe talk to us. Anyway, up to you, but you can do something creative there. And then we can customize the cart table buttons and the proceed to checkout. Now, what I like about customizing the proceed to checkout is that you can add a nice lot of padding, and you can make it a really nice big button. So you can make it stand out a lot. And that is something that I think is really nice. So once the person's had a look, there are a couple of things going on. Where do they go? Just proceed to the checkout. And if you're going to do that, you might as well up the font size as well. So nice, big, clear message, proceed to the checkout. So that's why I like that particular item. And then we have the actual checkout page. Also here, a lot of great features. So once again, immediately you'll see we have this red button with the you save, so indicating how much you've saved. And then also here, the summary of the order, and also then detailed summary of what it is that you purchased. And once again, we have this little place your order button. And of course, we'd want to make that a lot bigger, and we can customize that as well. So once again, we can up the font size, we can up the padding, and you can also change the button text. So that gives you nice customizing there. And I know I'm going at this from the end of the form forwards, but the other thing to look at is you can remove some items here now from the form. So it does allow you to remove last name, company name, addresses, city, town. If there's something here you don't want to include in the form, simply come in and remove it. That is possible. Yeah, also there is the use save section. You'll see that it's taken the colors that we used on the cart page. It's now already applied them here, and it's nice to see how much you're saving. And if you get your customer focusing on what they're saving, maybe they don't notice that they're actually spending a lot more money than they might have. You can add a custom image, and what that will do is that will just add an image below the cart. So if I go into my media library and I look for something landscape, and I choose that file, you'll see that that just gets added here on the page. Should appear here below the let's center the image. Normally that is just included at the bottom of the page. So let me publish this and just go and see if that's coming through here on the checkout. And there you can see the image. So just a way that you can add an image at the bottom of the shopping page, and pretty much your choice as to what you'd like to include there. So a landscape image is probably good. And if it's Christmas, maybe you have a Christmas image. If it's Mother's Day, Father's Day, whatever you're celebrating, or maybe just general shopping, or maybe it's a fancy lifestyle image, you can just pop that in at the bottom. You can also change some of the label text. So, for example, we've got order notes. So maybe you want to change that to special. Let's make special instructions. So special instructions and notes about your order. Um, uh, you can just change that to whatever you want. Tell us your needs. Um, yeah. Anyway, so that's what you can do. But once again, a very nice or a very good way of highlighting some marketing messages. I like the idea that you can customize the button, make it a lot bigger. It just makes it more interactive for the client. And if you look at that on mobile and you scroll down, you get a nice summary of your order. Once again, how much you've saved, and then place order. Okay, that's a pretty big button for mobile. Um, maybe we'll just here have to look at reducing the padding. And we can just check over here and maybe just go with a bigger font size then. So yeah, you can adjust that sizing. Go back to mobile view. So yeah, there is a bit of a limitation, but maybe with some custom CSS, you can get around that. But yeah, so the plugin overall offers some really great features and very easy to implement, and a ton of customizing options for free in the free version, and then some really great marketing tools that you can use on your website when it comes to promoting different products, adding the custom links across the bottom, having this nice interactive search, having this nice mini cart that drops down that you can access straight away and see what you're buying, to looking at your cart and getting a summary of your order with exactly what you've ordered. So there's no mystery there, being able to remove the apply coupon if there's no coupon, and then of course the customizing of the buttons and things. So yeah, I would say that a plugin that's well worth getting if you want to enhance the shopping experience for your customer. And then also, if we have a look at the pricing options, you'll see for a single website, $49 per year. 5 sites, $59, which works out really cheaply if you have several websites. And if you're a developer with unlimited websites, well, then $89, that could be quite reasonable. If you have 20 sites, that's just $4 odd, $5 a year per website. Even on 5, it's great. If you have 2 websites, this is definitely the way to go for an extra $10. So yeah, definitely worth looking at. Yeah, so go and check out their website. They have a whole documentation section as well. So if you want to know about more details about how to do different things, they do have the documentation section, and they will also look after you in terms of support. So they also do have a support section. If you get stuck, just drop them a note. They'll be able to assist you. And then they also have this section here where they have some blog posts and they explain a little bit more about other things that you can do when it comes to customizing your website. And something of interest that you might want to look at would be these hooks, where you can hook in and out of a page also without changing any code in your template file. So just something worth considering and coming to have a look at. So let's return to home. Yeah, so I highly recommend this plugin. It works really well. It's really smooth. And I took a really basic site and was able to apply several changes. So yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed that video, and thank you for watching.